Today was a hot day in Canada, but that didn't stop me from watching The Incredibles 2 finally. A lot to say for The Incredibles 2. Basically, this movie's just picking up where they left off. After the Underminer, well, it shows them fighting the Underminer and what happened after they fought the Underminer. John Ratzenberger, seriously, every Pixar movie they film, John Ratzenberger is in every single one, from Toy Story all the way to Incredibles 2. Well, in fact, they kind of had to bring him in Incredibles 2 because he's the voice of the Underminer in the first one. In other words, what they do to pick up after the first one was just incredible. No pun intended, but it was incredible. How? Well, voice acting. This movie has the best voice acting I've ever seen in any movie. Sure, there's Toy Story. Sure, there's Aladdin, The Lion King, Sleeping Beauty. Every animated film I've watched, they have good animation voiceovers. However, this one just has the best voice acting on the planet. If I had to picture how they filmed this, if I were to film a movie like this, I would probably film similar to how Gore Verbinski filmed Rango. They acted on a stage as well as recording their voices at the same time. And that's how I would have filmed for The Incredibles 2 and the first Incredibles. In fact, overall, that's how I would film most of the animated films that I would picture. One scene, though, really upset me. I'm not going to tell you, but it does involve the Screenslaver, the new villain in The Incredibles. There's two, the Underminer and the Screenslaver. A lot of these. The Screenslaver was something out of The Matrix. Literally, I watched the movie for the first time and I said, they're just stealing The Matrix. You gotta watch The Matrix to understand that. Frozone, he's in this movie more than he was in the first Incredibles movie. He's in the movie for like the beginning and then the end. That's not cool. This movie's cool because it involves him more. Edna's only in 2 scenes throughout the entire movie. Again, she steals it. Edna is definitely like a go-to person when it comes to help. Especially when it comes to supers. Babies. Super babies for help. Hey, maybe Dora the Explorer should have picked that up with Edna. I don't know. We'll see. There's a scene, well, everyone knows the scene from the trailer when Mr. Crow's like, num num cookie, come on, Jack want cookie, and Frozen's like, what's going on down here? Ah! And then at the end of the scene, he's just, his facial expressions after Frozone finds out about Jack's powers is just definitely worth taking a picture of for a meme. And the caption's like, that was due today, or something like that. You know, to me, Frozone was just perfect. Jack, we get to see more about his superpowers. He's got dozens of superpowers. I can't even describe what kind he has. Besides the shape-shifting, the cloning, he can clone, even morph. Now, the moment. How am I going to rate this? It was so enjoyable. It was funny. People in the theater, they just laughed a storm. Anyways, because it was so funny, because it was enjoyable, because I can even quote the movie now, one scene in specifically, I'm going to say this movie's 9.4 out of 10 film cameras. This movie's that good. But fair warning, it's a little bit more mature than the first one. Pixar is they're evolving from child-friendly to family-friendly and then to even slightly mature themes. So that's one thing that surprised me about Pixar, was that they've evolved into more slightly mature topics, words, and not profanity or anything like that. It's definitely family-friendly, but it had a bit of a different atmosphere when I watched it. But in other words, it was enjoyable. So stick around, catch my review for 13 Reasons Why and Insatiable, which I should catch up on. Mr. Blue's here for you.